Afternoon, well, Hippy Trev here. So I've got to go and get ready to start packing up the bingo haul. It's just gone a bit after 12. I don't have to pack up till about half 12, quarter to 1, but we're going to do a cold start on the boat and go for a bit of a run and fill you in on what's happening. So roll the intro. Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it. Rightio, well, let's go for a cold start, if you will. There we go. No tickety-tick lifter noise, and that's a cold start from a very cold night last night. I think we got down to about 7 last night, and it wasn't in the shed. It's been sitting outside the whole time. So this is a cold start. No lifter noise, no nothing. Motor's quiet as a mouse. So where did we get to? So rightio. After pulling the bottom of the pan off, and we found a bit of that friction plate. Some said it's friction plate. Someone said it's part of the reverse band and all that sort of stuff. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's there. So what I decided to do, I thought, fuck it, I'm not leaving the car off the road. It was driving before I pulled the pan off the bottom. I decided, bugger it, so I just put some gas goo around the pan, washed and cleaned out the oil filter. I washed and cleaned out the filter for the transmission, put that in, undid the servo cap, adjusted up the main band, went up till it was a little bit tight. As someone said, it's supposed to be in very small inch pounds, whatever. I didn't bother with that. I just went up till it was tight, backed off a couple of turns and left it at that. At least it's adjusted more than it was. Sealed up the pan, threw it on, filled it back up with oil to the right level. I've got no oil leaks at the moment, and the car is actually driving again, and is driving somewhat better than it was before. So anyway, right now I'm just going to do a long warm up, just get her up and running nice warm. So there's no motor noise whatsoever. Now, there's another comment that come through. It was a big long comment. I can't remember your name, mate. I read it all the way through, and left me with a very sunken heart. And oh my God, really? Basically what this guy was saying was that I've basically run a lobe off my cam. He said that's what the noise of the motor is. It's got nothing to do with the transmission. He said these autos, that shit happens all the time. These will keep running for ages. Quite a few people said the same thing. This auto will go for a long time yet, until it doesn't. Like, it's selecting gears, it's driving. It's actually driving better than it was. So a little bit of friction plate in the bottom of the pan doesn't matter. Plus the oil filter's been clean. But this guy was saying that that noise I'm hearing under load, he said, I've taken the lobe off the cam yet again. Well, I don't know. I had the lobe off this cam once before, and it rounded off the bottom of the lifter, and it was making an awful racket, and the tickety-tick never went away, and it just got worse. Not only that, driving it, there wasn't that horrific noise under load. It was just a noisy lifter load. It wasn't anything else. So I'm still thinking that there's still something wrong with this transmission. I don't think there's anything wrong with this motor. The motor's too quiet. I can sit here and I can rev this motor, and it's quiet as a mouse. To me, there is nothing wrong with that motor. There's no cam lobe noise. I'm sure there's no lobe rounded off anyway. If that had a rounded off lobe, this motor would be making a lot more noise than that. If I had blocked oil galleries, this motor would be making some horrible noises as well. I don't believe that's the problem. Right from the word go, this motor always had a good high oil pressure, done oil filter changes, and oil filter changes and all that. This has always had a very high running oil pressure. The engine level is spot on the right level now, so the gauge is sitting where it should be, and it always has, just below 55, just on 45. So we're sitting just on 45 psi right now. Normally when I'm driving it goes to 60 psi, then drops down to about 50 psi when completely warmed up. All right, temp gauge started to move. Let's drop in reverse. That's normal. That delay there is pretty much normal to pick up. I don't believe I've got a lobe off the cam. I do not believe that at all. We'll go for a little bit of a drive before I have to get to the hall and do the pack up. Even the engine sounds better. When it was making that horrible noise down low, when you gave it a bit of acceleration, there was a horrible noise there. Well, that noise is now gone and was sounding like it always has. Had that beautiful, nice little note out the exhaust. It's always made that noise. That's the noise it used to make. strange place to park there, lady. And that's changing beautifully. Before I'd had a little bit of a pause there before she slipped into drive. That's changing way better than it did. That's sounding better. A little bit of ping there. I might have to readjust my distributor. So there is a little bit of ping noise there, but that really bad, horrific noise at low speed there under full acceleration's not there. I believe it's still. I'll have to go. We'll go for a run out. Oh, my neck's so fucked from crawling under the car. God, I wish I had a twin post hoist. I'd really love a twin post hoist and some battery powered zippy zip tools. I tell you, make life a lot easier for what I have to do. But I don't, so I just do everything under wheel stands. There's a clown up in front of me here. No fucking indicators. Better use more indicators. Yeah, it'd be nice to have some battery powered zippy tools. So we'll go for a bit of a run out round the tip, get it nicely warmed up, give her a decent run. Bingo doesn't fall out of the hole for at least another 20 minutes. Part of my SES civil duties is set up the bingo hall on a Sunday morning, and after the call go and help pack everything away, tables, chairs and everything. It's a bit like going to an aerobics course, or it's a bit like going to the gym at least twice a week. It's good exercise for me. So I'm just going for my little run out of town here that we do. It's a good little circuit. Well, that didn't sound very good. Bit of a backfire there. Okay, the noise is still there at 60 mile an hour. Certainly still got plenty to get up and go. We're up to 70 mile an hour already. So the noise is definitely still there. It seems to be more coming from the transmission than anything else. Seem to be coming from the engine. Seems a little bit further back than the engine. I'm just going to pull up and stop. I'll turn yours around so you get a bit of a view. Certainly changes all right, but yeah, there's definitely that noise there. Something's not right. I don't believe that's engine. I really don't. It's just got a little bit too much get up and go. Be an engine problem. So that's my little circuit run done. So if I just sort of drive this gently, don't hammer the shit out of it. Just nurse this along. I believe it's okay. There was a little bit of ping there. I could probably just retard my distributor a little bit. But other than that, I put my foot down, got some get up and go. You know what? I just don't fucking know anymore. Maybe I just drive until something breaks. I've got full RACQ, I can get towed home from anywhere. Either that or it's just a local shopping trolley from now on. I don't think I'd like to get in and drive down to Victoria and back, although it may or may not make it. But I don't think that's a possibility at the moment. You know what? I just don't fucking know. So I don't think I've taken a lobe off the cam. I really don't. I think there'd be a lot more noises going on if that was the case. The oil pressure's back to where it should be. I'm running it just on 40, 45, 50 PSI right now. Put my foot down, the car takes off with no real serious noise. Arsehole. There's no noise there that it shouldn't be there. Not that I can tell. I'll go to the bakery and get something to eat. Still got quite a few minutes before the bingo is over. Good to have our bakery back open again. That's if I can get a car park. Main Street's just chock-a-block full. No parking anywhere. Oh, plenty of room on the other side. I'll do a U-bolt and come going over. So yes, like I said, I don't really know what's going on with this effing car anymore. I have no idea. I don't believe it's a lobe gone on the cam. I think she'd be making a lot worse noise than that. But I don't, honestly, I really don't know. Righty, well, I'm just going to go to the bakery, grab some grub, and then come back, and then we'll head down way outside the bingo hall. So, all right, I'll catch you a bit later. All right, well, I've got myself a couple of pies. And car starts, beautiful, no noise. It goes. So, oh, there's fuckface Mick. So the guy that reckons I've got a some chewed out lobes on my cam. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I broke that cam in properly, but you know what? I just don't know. I really don't know what the problem is with this thing. I'm still looking at. I still believe it's auto myself. I think the auto is the problem. Not a big turnout today at the hall. Alright, well, we just got to sit here and wait for all the crusties to come piling out of the hall and give me a few minutes to clear it, and then we go in and pack it all up. So, alright, I'll get back to you later. Alright, well, job done. Let's go on. So, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with this car. I still think it's auto. I don't believe the engine's a problem. It's too quiet. It's running too good. A little bit of ping there, but that doesn't sound like engine noise to me. And the only time it makes any horrible, serious yuck noise is when it's under load at high speed. So I truly believe it's the automatic that's the problem here. I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things. I truly don't believe I've taken lobe off the cam. I don't think that's happening at all. I've had a blown lobe before, and the car was making shitway loads more noise than this. So I truly don't believe it's a lobe off the cam. Motor's dead quiet right now. Sounds perfect. Oil pressure's perfect. There's not even any real noise there. It's only under load. There is a touch bit of pinging there. I could probably retard the distributor a little bit. So, what is the true problem with this car at the moment? Truth is, I don't know. My thoughts are still auto, but I could be wrong. I really have no idea what is actually wrong with this car. But at the moment it starts, runs and drives. I certainly wouldn't be up for any long distance travel. I certainly wouldn't be driving down to Victoria. So Brother Pete, don't go dropping dead on me just yet. I can't get there. Anyway, I'm back in the driveway. So look, to everyone else, look, I appreciate all the comments, I do. Everything's worth investigating. It is. You investigate everything, you go through everything. Right now, I don't even have an oil leak. There's no oil leak underneath the car anymore. That's all good. Engine's not leaking or anything like that. So the transmission's not leaking. Everything else is just right. So it's only under load, and it's only when I stick the boot into it. So in the time being, I'm just going to have to live with it and drive it. If another auto shows up, I'm not going to be sending anything up from Victoria. I'm hoping to find something local. I'm sure there's going to be an automatic. Could be one floating around in Bundy, I don't know. Or could be one over in Scaryborough. There could even be one down in Gympie. Who knows? I'm sure there's a V8 auto. I'm sure there's a V8 auto sitting around here somewhere. Someone did tag me yesterday in a power glide. I don't want to go back to a power glide. Plus, that was also Chev bell housing. So that wouldn't have been suitable for this. And it was also in Melbourne. And it was two of them, and they both needed reconditioning. So I don't want to be buying something second-hand that needs reconditioning. I need to buy something that's ready to go in. How I even get this in on my own, I can probably do it on my own, but knowing me, I'd give it a go. If I can get the old one out on my own, I'm sure I can get the other one in on my own. So anyway, for now, it is what it is. I still, like I said, don't believe I've chewed a lobe off the cam at all. I believe that has not happened. Motor's far too quiet. I don't believe I have any big end noise. I don't believe I've got blocked oil galleries anywhere in the motor. I just think this auto's just on the way out, and that's what the problem is. But you know what? I could be completely wrong. So anyway, worlds, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.